you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa, I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive. Without you by my side, I can't survive. And this can be the end. I won't just settle for being your friend. A broken bond is not too late to mend. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. She said, boy, I want you to walk right, so I can give you one more chance. You're only living in your damn head. Without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive. Without you by my side, I can't survive. Cause without you by my side, I can't survive.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I don't know. I know. I'm out of the blue, unexpected, as always, as of now. But hi, aka Tina, Amy Biscuit, Bubbles Pondu. I just wanted to come on, say hi. And actually, today I wanted to just do readings, one card pulls for people in chat if you guys have questions. If not, or the such. Hi, Melly. Hi, Millicent. Welcome. It's kind of a bit different than what I have been doing. And so I just wanted to do, I don't know. It's been a little bit of like doing stuff over here, doing stuff over there. I've just been like, I don't know. I've also kind of been a little bit into a rut, I should say. So I wanted to just kind of like, okay, let's get back to the roots of doing things. So I'm like, oh, and you know what? I want to kind of celebrate. Guys, we're at like 3,400 people, over 3,400 people who are subscribed to the channel. And I would just like to say thanks for a bunch of people. But I don't know. I just wanted to kind of, hi Andrew D, welcome, welcome. So yeah, I want to just kind of come on and do one card pulls for people if y'all if that's what you want. If not, I got some other kind of like just side things that I'm kind of wanting to do. So it doesn't need to be massive. It doesn't need to be big. It doesn't mean to be anything like, oh my gosh, we're going into weird and wacky wild topics or anything. But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit fun for other people. So yeah. Yeah, it's Gina. Yeah, I can pull a one card on that. Yeah. It's not gonna be anything too like, oh my gosh, we're doing like full deep dives into stuff. So yeah, so we'll start with AKA Tina. And if you guys have questions, I'm going to try and get to everyone. But if your question gets lost in it, I will try my best to stay in chronological order. So let's kind of get in. Yeah, so let's start with AKA Tina. Hi, yes, Nina. Welcome, welcome. So, Tina, you're like, am I on the right track with my thinking for your chronic illness? They don't know what it is, and it's a lot of mass. Yeah, so we can take a look into that for you. Are we in the right track for thinking with our chronic illness? Ace of Pentacles is what wanted to come out. Oh, and you recently thought, okay, so looking at what came out, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So when I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, are we on the right track of thinking? What I'm kind of seeing here is we're kind of thinking in a very material, like from it's like point A to point B to point C to point D, and it's like I think there's like a very linear thinking that we're getting here, and with that linear thinking, it seems like that linear thinking is actually not allowing you to think outside of the box. When it's coming to the things that are kind of ailing you. Like how I'm seeing it actually is like, it's like, okay, so I have this wrong, so then this should be it, then this should be it, then this should be it, then this should be it. And when it comes to the thinking, I want us to, this is like, you're coming at it from like, okay, we have all these things, it's like we're looking at the past to dictate the future, which is good, but it feels like in this sense, what Spirit's trying to say is, hey, you got this thing going on. You're looking at the past for all these things going wrong, when in reality, we need to be looking at the present and what are things going on in the present, because that actually is what, and those actions that you're taking are dictating what's coming down the line. So it's like I want us to kind of like, okay, it's like, so it's like what I'm kind of seeing is like you go to the doctor, then they send you to the specialist. A specialist does all these tests, and then all these tests get you the answer, right? And it's like I want you to kind of look at this from the perspective of, I know my body, what hurts me the most, what doesn't hurt me the most, and go from there. I don't want you, like, I want you listening to your doctors, but I want you to listen to your body even more. So that's what I'm kind of picking up here. So it's really like, I want you to listen to your body, not your doctors, because it's like, it seems like this is like limiting your mindset, and keeping you enclosed in close to this stone instead of exploring other options. So yeah, so that's what's kind of what I'm feeling here for you, aka Tina. So I hope that was helpful in some way. So again, when it comes to like when you're looking just at your thought process, I'm like, listen to your body and don't listen to your doctors, but listen to your body more than your doctors. So that's kind of what I would come to it when it comes to your illnesses that you're kind of going through. Yeah, and all right. All right, so I'm gonna grab my mouse here, and I'm gonna scroll up to get to everyone's questions. So the next one was Bubbles. Bubbles, will his husband get his shares and will we go to Colorado? So yeah, we can take a look. Here's mine. Will my husband get his shares and you guys will go to Colorado? So we'll see what comes up. We'll see how much information I can get from just one card. But let's see what's kind of going on with Miss Bubbles Pondu. Will your husband get his shares and go to Colorado soon? Strength card. Ooh, I would say so. You're kind of with just the strength card here, it's like, okay, you're coming in, you're being strong. It seems like you're getting your resources to go wherever you want. If you're in the country and you want to move to the city, then that's where you're going. If you're moving to the city and want to go to the country, that's where you're going. It's like you guys are getting the resources, it seems like, soon to get to where you want to go, because it's like you're being bolstered, you're finding your fields of plenty, and having and being able to fly the coop or go where you need to go here. So that's what I'm getting from Miss Bubbles. All right. And then, yeah, and then for Amy Biscuit. So yeah, sorry if I can't read. I can't keep up with chat right now and do all the questions, so I'm trying. So let's take a look here. Miss Amy Biscuit. Let's take a look. Is it time for you to change jobs? Is it time for you to change jobs? Okay, 2 cards came out. I don't make the rules sometimes. I just follow what they So, Miss Amy, looking here, the 5 of Wands, are you having a lot of issues when it comes to your job currently? Like you fighting with other people? Are people kind of making it a really uncomfortable situation where because they're almost like fighting over the scraps from what the leadership or the such is kind of like giving you? Because also here with the 8 of Swords, it looks like if you want to leave, it feels like you're trapped within like a certain industry or you're trapped within a certain job, whether this is just due to the pay that you're getting right now or for things that are kind of just going on. It feels like you're kind of trapped and fighting with other people. And so, like, when it's looking like is the right time to get a new job, I would say no. And the only reason why I'm saying that, it feels like you're in a very competitive field. And it seems like there's some sort of major restructuring as well coming that you almost are like, you're like feeling internally for you, that is kind of going on. And you're like, it's like an unsure opportunities coming. And you're like, because like what I'm seeing for like where you're at, it's like the whole industry, it looks like a giant tidal wave of shift is coming in. Yeah. And it's like with that, it's kind of causing a lot of issues where it's like, do I leave this industry? Do I go to somewhere else? Do I try to find a different job in the same place? And I'm not seeing you leaving yet. Because what I'm seeing is like, you need to ride out the storm right now. And with that, I would write out the storm as this major change in the industry happens. And then once those changes come through, you're going to be able to find jobs a lot easier without the like backlash, I think, of layoffs potentially coming on or something of the such. So that's what I'm kind of seeing. It's like, give it like, I want to say 6 months. A person is a stupid person, but an industry as a whole, when they're changing. Okay, hold on. Sorry, hold on. Ah! So that's what I'm kind of getting there. So, okay. Also, sorry for random calls and the such. So, okay. Okay. I'm going back up to other questions too. Okay. Then Yasnita, you're like, why am I not losing weight? You're on a GLP medication. Okay, yeah, we can take a look into that. That is not a problem. So, let's take a look here at why you're not losing. Why are you struggling to lose weight on the GLPs? Yeah, I wouldn't say like why am I not losing. It's like why are you struggling to? Because everyone's bodies are different. Everyone's going to take things differently. So let's take a look for Miss Yasmina. Yasnia, what's kind of going on here for you? Why are we struggling to lose weight on our GLP-1? Eight of Wands reversed. Okay. All right, I'm just going to try and scroll on down to make sure that if anyone had stuff going on. So, looking here with the Eight of Wands. Also, I know I need another card. I know I need it, and it's not from this deck. I know it. I know it. You don't. So, okay. So when it comes to Miss Yasnina, so Eight of Wands reversed. So it's always like we need to slow down in life. Like, why are we not doing it? It's because we're kind of, it feels like we've slowed down. Everything's slowing down. Also, with solitude, we have okay, I'm going to try and bring this up. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that will wait silently during your quiet times. So, looking at like the GLP-1s, why are we struggling to lose weight with it? When we're looking, Miss Yasnina, are we looking at movement? Because it seems like currently with the stuff with GLP-1s, again, I'm no doctor. I can't talk to your doctors if there's things that are going on or if you're struggling with certain things. But I would actually really like to say with the Eight of Wands, it's like, are we moving a lot? Are there certain GLP-1s are awesome because they help you curb like hunger and the such. I know for me, I really overeat, or I shouldn't say overeat. I am so used to massive portions of stuff. And so I've kind of started taking note of how many calories I'm intaking in a day, even though I don't feel like I'm eating a lot. And it definitely seems here with the GLP-1, it might be we're kind of just staying stuck in old patterns. We're still doing different things. And with the Eight of Wands as well, I don't know if we eat a lot of party foods or party type foods, but what I would get here, it's not that the GLP-1 isn't working. It's more along the lines of what are we putting into our bodies and how are we moving? Because it feels like we're also very sedentary. And maybe if it's hey, go for, I don't know, a walk around the block. It seems like there's GLP-1s also are supposed to be used in you move, you change your eating habits and the such. So that's what I got going there for you, Miss Yasnina. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Sicilian Scorpio also, yes, welcome to the memberships. Yee. Okay, Miss Missy 888. Will I get an offer as a TA? Let's see. Okay. The Judgment card reversed. Miss Missy 888. Are you I would just like to say, are you a good interviewer? Or are you a good interviewer at all? Because what I'm kind of seeing here for you is it feels like we're struggling to express ourselves. Have you had if you're in college or if you're in someone, have you gone to one of the services on campus to help build out your resume, or express your qualifications, things that you've done, how you're interacting with other people? Because what I'm seeing here is, will you get offered something? Yes, you could, but what I'd really like to empower you to do is learn how to market yourself and learn how to sell yourself, which it seems like it's not that you're lacking in, but it's something that we haven't had to do a lot of. So pushing that out and really starting to sell yourself and express yourself and be I'm here, let me show you what I can do, what I have done, and the such, is going to be super helpful in giving you the option of what position you want instead of you taking what's given to you. So that's what I'm kind of seeing for you, Miss Missy 888. It's just I want you to put yourself out there. Maybe this is redoing your resume. Maybe this is revamping like cover letters or the such. Maybe this is going to your peers as well, saying, "Hey, I'm looking to help like up my game in like putting myself out there. What are things that you guys would either recommend, things that I've done already? What are like soft skills that I might have that if there's like an additional like hey, what are some extra things that we should know about you? Here's what you can do. Also soft skills, soft skills, soft skills, soft skills is what I'm hearing. If you have a lot of those, being able to incorporate those into your cover letter, if you're putting in cover letters, that's super, super, super important for you to help market yourself and express yourself fully, as you are very qualified for what you're doing. But I think people are just struggling to see that because it's not translating from your words to paper to their brains. So, yeah. That's what I'm kind of seeing there. So again, I would just be like, go to your local people, or if you have friends or family, or if there's someone around you, be like, hey, here's my resume. Would you hire me based off my resume, or hire me based off of what I'm putting into these organizations? And kind of be like, okay, no, why? Here's X, Y, Z. It's like, oh, I could buffer my stuff up there. So that's what I'm kind of seeing. All right. Boo, boo, boo. I'm just trying to make sure, everyone. We got the Cheese Whiz Kid. Will I get a raise? I don't know. We'll see. Will you get a raise? Let's see. Let's see. Knight of Cups. Well, something's going to get offered to you. With the Knight of Cups, I would say there's something coming in. There's an offer of some sort coming for you, Cheese Whiz. Whether or not I think this is like an actual raise, though, I'm not sure. I almost see this as this isn't more of a raise, of more of like, hey, we're gonna give you like this cool emotional benefit, or we're gonna give you a pizza party. This isn't super material in any sense, but maybe this is like a new position, or we want to reconfigure you, maybe like a different career pathway or opportunities or a learning program that can help you get to those higher positions where you can make more money. That's what I'm kind of seeing here more, rather than just a straight up raise. It's going to be, hey, here's the opportunity that we can help pay for. Maybe not in like monetary sense in your pocket right away, but down the line it can be, is what I'm seeing there. And then we got July, baby. You want one for your son Jack? He's 3. How's your baby doing? Let's just pull a certain one card for him, because we can. Also, I'm sorry if I'm not getting to the chat right away. 5 of Wands. So for Jack, Miss July, baby, I do see, does he like kind of struggle? Do you kind of struggle with him? A little bit when it comes to like, oh, I don't want to go for a bath. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't want to do that. It just feels like, to me, it's not that he isn't firing on all cylinders. No, that's not it at all. What I would almost say is there are things that he wants to do when he wants to do it now. And then there are things that you want to do when you want to do it. And it's almost like a battle of the wills. With a 3-year-old, yeah, toddlers have minds of their own. And they don't listen all that well. So what I would actually see here is, for your baby Jack, I almost want to like look at it with him as, I don't know if this is like a struggle that you may have, but I don't know. I see a ball method for him where there's like a grid of like, like the tic-tac-toe grids that you would have. And then like in each tic-tac-toe grid would be like a ball with like a certain activity on it. And so like, it's not that you can't do a certain activity every time, every day. And it's not like it's a checklist or anything, but it's like a fun way of engaging, being like, hey, what do you want to do? Go over to your tic-tac-toe board, grab the ball, and then like what's written on it. It's be like, this is like bath time. Like, I want to go do a bath time, or we need to eat lunch. Like, kind of helping him build in skills with like his structure. or his day is structured by his will, but it's also we need to get certain things done. And I think it's really allowing him flexibility in when things get done, how, when, where, and why. So it's like this. It feels like this power struggle. It seems like that's going on. You can build in that flexibility and like for how his brain operates, but it's like we still know that these things need to get done every day, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Miss July baby. I don't know, that's kind of something that just got brought up because also the badger's on this card and it's like honey badger don't care. So it's like there seems to be like a little bit of there's some tension, unbutting of heads, minds, and wills going on there. But it's like I really see of like building in like, hey, we need to get these certain activities done every day, and then there's certain activities that need to get done every week. So there's the weekly board and then there's the daily board, and it's like helping him understand like weekly tasks versus daily tasks, and like making it like a fun kind of tic-tac-toe game. I don't know why, if that's like a game, like a fun game that he really, really likes to do. So yeah, that's what I get there for you. All right. Okay. Now I'm trying to get to everyone's questions again. Okay. Okay. Also, hi everyone who's come in, and I'm just trying to get everyone's question. Okay, Brianne, welcome. What does your financial future kind of look like? So when we're looking at your financial future, are you talking like immediate financial future, or are we, yeah, kind of like a visual board, July baby, kind of like a very, very visual board, so we can see things, but it's like an interactive game, because 3-year-olds it's kind of like with young kids, it's like you have to teach them skills, but having them not teach the skill because they don't want to learn the thing, but they'll remember the game. Yeah, but I think he'd be really, really, really fun. I think that he would really like that, July baby, with a tic-tac-toe game where he can like, or just the balls. You know how they have like the Velcro balls that you can like put on like the Velcro pads. I don't know. I just see like a Velcro pad ball game where it's like, here's the weekly tasks that you get to stick on the wall. So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm seeing for him that he would really enjoy. So yes, okay, just in general, like the next 6 months, the next 5 years, like what we got going on. Also, hi Jenna, morning to everyone. Afternoon, evening, midday, wherever you're at. So yeah. Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah. So let's take a look here, Ms. Brianne. What's going on? Just your financial future. You said in general, nothing super, super, super specific. So who knows what this will end up being. So 10 of Swords. So it looks like currently, I think this is kind of more general energy right now. Kinda. So what I would see is you're kind of coming into your rock bottom when it comes to financials and the such. Whether this is in like the far future, is this like in the far future? No. Is this in like the near future or like the current kind of moving into it? It just seems like as though we're coming to that rock bottom point where it's like, okay, things are going to get bad, sure. But then but then here's the best part about the 10 of Swords. It's things get better. Things get better. It's like you hit the low and then you go towards you high and then you build things up on a solid foundation moving forward. So when you're looking at it in financial futures and finances and stability, well, it's like, okay, we're going to get low, but you know what? From there, we now get to be like, okay, so we made this thing, we made this thing, we made this thing. None of those worked. Throw them out the window. They're faulty foundations. Get rid of them. So now we get to build that on a more secure financial future. So that's what I kind of see here for you, Brienne, which is like, okay, we're going to hit that bottom, but then we get to go up from there and build it on solid foundations. Because now instead of using, I don't know, instead of using rotten wood, we're going to be using limestone, like big ass limestone bricks to build things up. So it's like, that's what I'm kind of seeing here for you. Because it's like, again, it's not like this is like the end. It's not. It's just the beginning. And that's what the Ten of Swords for me at least is like we've got through the worst part and now we get to start again. Not in a horrible, it's not like, oh my gosh, I gotta start all over again. No, it's like, hey, we get to start, we get to build and see where we're going now because we have a much clearer vision of what we just came out of to build towards the future. Is what how I see this. So okay. Do 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 do. Yeah, and she's with kid. Yeah, you get the raise in the next 6 months to a year. I would say for your raise again, it's more looking like the like what's kind of going on. So yeah, it's like you're gonna get opportunities to get a raise. It's not gonna be money in the pocket right away. Give it like a year, and then that money in the pocket will be coming. Okay. Andrew D, can you look at my energy around your work and career? Sure, we can. All right. I'm trying to move. Yeah. So let's see what's kind of going on for Miss Andrew D. Energy around work and or career. What's kind of going on? So I hope everyone's having a great day. So let's just take a look-see here. What's kind of like just the general energy for Mr. Andrew D. Around energy, work, and career. So the Five of Cups. Okay, we're coming out of a time of like, okay. So Five of Cups reversed for Mr. Andrew D around energy around work and career. So have we just come out of like a time where we didn't get accepted for a project, where we didn't get accepted or for like doing something that we were really, really excited for? Because it seems like in the moment when it comes to your work and career, it's like we're coming out of a time of, oh, we didn't get that thing, but now we're looking at, oh, what do we have around us? So whether you just got maybe rejected from a dream career or like the direction that your life didn't go in, so it just seems like what's going on is like we're in this transitionary period for Mr. Andrew of like, okay, we didn't get the thing, but now we're kind of appreciating life. We're coming out of the kind of those dark moments of the soul. We're coming out of like, oh shit, this isn't what we got. And now we're going towards, oh man, this is what I do have. And I really want to make it work. It might not be the three cups that got spilled, but I still have two over here. So it's like, and you can like build upon those two cups. And you know what? Maybe you're going to be able, because you're focusing on those two cups that you still have. And you're like, and we're not just looking at just the one source of water. We're now looking towards the giant greenery over this way. I would really say it's like, hey, you have one water source, maybe it dried up, but you know what? You can go find more. And that's where you're at. It's like, okay, new things were going in. Old things kind of fell apart. New things are now starting to come in, and we get to now fill up our other cups because we're going to be looking towards filling those other cups again. Rather than seeing them empty, we're going to be like, how can we fill them? So that's what I'm kind of seeing there for Mr. Andrew D. Hello. Okay. Okay, now we have Linus. Is it time for me to move on from my current job? So let's see. Let's see what is going on, Miss Lioness. Is it time for me to move on from my current job? I don't know. Let's see. Eight of Swords reversed. Yeah, I would say it's time to move on. Lioness, I would say for you, it's time to move on. It's like you are breaking free from the chains that bind you. Also, the path of which you thought was the only one there, it's not. You have a bunch of different options for you right now. It seems like, okay, keep her moving, keep her going. You got lots of stuff going for you, have a lots of stuff doing. And I would say, yeah, you can move forward. I wouldn't quit the job that you have now before you have the new one. But if you want to change it, I would definitely do it. It seems like, yeah, the place that you're in causing you a lot of anxiety. You feel trapped. No one, it seems like I almost feel too, like, do you feel like almost every move that you make is super scrutinized? Because that's what I'm seeing here as well. It's like I can't even breathe without having someone like checking me out or side-eyeing me, and I'm like, find somewhere new, that where you can actually, I don't know, move without being scrutinized every moment. And that's what I would do, in my opinion, for you. So, all right. How it was for the lioness. Okay. Kaylee, do I do anything with deceased family? I can, but I typically don't like doing those with a large audience. So just because it takes a lot of energy, as well to connect with passed on loved ones. So yeah, but I do them. I do work. I can work with, and I have done it before. It's just I try and not do that on a giant live because it does take a lot out of me. So, all right. So your Iron Chef Jamie. So we have I'm contemplating moving or staying in the house I'm in. So what should we be doing? So let's take a look. See, Mr. Iron Chef Jamie. Four of Wands reverse. I'd get out. you're the home that you're in now doesn't seem like it's a good one. The house that you're in isn't a good one. There might be some. I don't know if you have structural issues or if there's like issues with like heating or water or something or like there might be like a place on the floor that seems like a little bit wibbly wobbly. I would move if I was you. It seems like also I see there's a place that you can go to that's like less in rent but better maintained as well. Also, I'm also getting like the sense of your water. I don't know if one of the faucets that you use a lot, but one of those faucets doesn't like if you drink water straight from it, it tastes weird. Uh, Again, I'm getting like a really weird filmy grainy taste in my mouth when I'm thinking about it. So I would move if I were you, because unless the landlord or the people that you're with are going to fix it, it seems like there's like some structural pipe issues to where you're at now. So I would get the heck out of Dodge, in my opinion. But alas, if the place is cheap, you can afford it, and you have workarounds to get around the grainy water, keep it if you'd like. I know moving is shitty, and it's expensive, but that's what I would kind of be looking at to do for you, Iron Chef Jamie. All right. So, let's see. Butter wings. Your entire life is kind of falling apart. Your entire life is falling apart. So let's just see. And Butterwings, yeah, any hope for you in the future? Of course there's hope in the future. You're kind of going through like the dark night of the soul right now. When you're kind of like, when things are being lost, things that aren't being good, like, it's like, it's kind of like the dark night of the soul as we lose a ton of stuff. But here's the thing, what I like to look at, as we're kind of seeming like losing everything around us, that also opens up opportunities for a bunch of really cool stuff to come in. I don't know, a really good example of this for me, it's not me in particular, but I had a friend who was in like they had bad relationships, they had like shitty stuff going all around them, and then they broke up with that person. And when they broke up with that person, it made room for the love of their life to come in. So, like, the true love of their life to come in. It brought in new opportunities, more growth opportunities, whether this is healing moments, whether this is learning moments or teaching moments. It brought in a lot of stuff that made them into who they are today. So, again, I would just say you're kind of just going through the dark night of the soul as things are being kind of put down, but it makes a lot of room for new things. So, let's kind of take a look here for you. When we do future, I like to give us a little bit of a time frame. So let's take a look at the next 6 months. Like, what can we look here? What is some inspiration or hope for Butterwings here for the next 6 months? Okay, you're breaking free out of really toxic cycles. as what I'm seeing here for your Butterwing. So the Devil card, but it's Devil reversed, which is amazing because it's like you're breaking free from toxic cycles, toxic things within the next 6 months. It's like all these toxic things that you didn't think were bringing you down are getting cut out of your life because they no longer serve you. They don't serve a purpose. And when we're looking back at them, when we fully healed with them, as it seems like what we're doing in the next 6 months, you are like you're going to be realizing, oh, these things actually weren't maybe as hunky-dory or beautiful or wonderful as you thought that they were. They're great teaching moments and they're great moments for you to reflect on and to learn from, but maybe they just weren't the best things for you at that point. It's like you're breaking free from all of these toxic ass cycles is kind of what I'm seeing for you. Again, next 6 months, you're cutting out all these toxic people, places, things that do not serve you anymore because you don't need them. They don't need you. You don't need them because you've learned your lessons. You've gotten what you need out of it. And now it's like, time to move on is kind of what I'm seeing. So, all right, yeah, welcome Peach Cowgirl. I'm great. I'm glad everyone's having a great day. I'm so happy everyone's having a great day. All right, I'm just trying to keep her moving here. Yeah, because Beach Cowgirl's here. We've got tic-tac-toe. Opportunities are awesome. Thank you for all the kind words too. Okay. Yeah, let's get a question from Beach Cowgirl. Is it okay to ask, what in the world are my dreams trying to tell me? My dreams are constantly showing me and speaking to me, but I don't know if it's about the future or the past or maybe insight from my conscience. So yeah, we can definitely take a look at that. That's not a problem. Let's get a 1-card pull for Beach Cowgirl and her dreams. What are her dreams kind of trying to tell her? 10 of Swords. What are they trying to tell her? Your dreams are trying to tell you that there's some sort of ending of a cycle coming up here, it feels like. There's an ending of a cycle. There's an ending of a time, a place, a being. It's almost like the dreams that are coming in, they're telling you and having you reminisce about the past lessons, about the past things that you've been learning about, and what to take. And like, it's almost like I see like the greatest hits of like this last learning cycle. If that makes any sense, Beach Cowgirl. It's like the greatest hits of learning moments to like reflect upon and have those lessons kind of really stick in your mind is really what this is seeming like. Because we're coming to the end of a cycle. It's you're starting something new. I don't know if you've been seeing the number 1010 around a lot, but it's like you are completed old cycles. You're kind of going through your greatest hits moments, and then now you're kind of building. And now it's like, okay, here's what you've all learned. It's like almost like a synopsis of like the last 3 years of like what you've been doing, and like the things of what you're going to be of and like the major moments that you need to kind of remember as you go into the next phase or the next chapter of the lifetime of the story of your lifetime. And so it's like we need to get you through the synopsis. Here's the synopsis of what's just happened, and then these are the things that we need you to really, really remember and to really have stick for the next chapter, whether this is implementing boundaries with other people, seeing, feeling, tasting, touching, smelling certain items and the such, or maybe this is reflecting on things with yourself and how you've handled certain things, whether this is grief, whether this is joy, parents, relationships. What have you done? What were your breaking points? What were the things that you compromised on? What were the things that you wish you hadn't compromised on? What were the things that you wish you had compromised on? Hadn't, and everything in between. So that's what I'm kind of seeing for you, Beach Cowgirl, with like, what are those dreams trying to tell you? It's a synopsis because like those are the major beats that they want you to make sure that you keep with you to the next chapter. Okay. All right. So Crystal G. And for those who are asking like more than one question, I'm trying to get to everyone new first. So like we can get everyone gets at least one card reads. So if there are other questions that you have, once I say, hey, I'm going to be taking second card or two or like the second questions from people, I'll let you know. But I do want to get to the new ones here. So let's kind of see what's going on with Crystal G. How would I be able to get the energy around? Could we get some some energy around your business? Sure, we can do that. That is not a problem. Alrighty, so let's take a look here for Miss Crystal G with your business. What's the energy around it? Three of Swords. So, Crystal, when it comes to your business, I'm going to scroll to the end here, so hopefully I can get some replies with stuff. Yes, it's Mama Mitchell. Yes, we will. Yeah, we're going to, yes, we will. I'm just going through all the questions now. So, we are going through Crystal and her business. So, Miss Crystal, with the Three of Swords here, I am getting that there are some moments here of like you feel as though things aren't working out in your favor. It's like I have to let this thing go. Things are not as how I had planned. And it's due to outside circumstances that are kind of not within your control. And it's, I think, kind of frustrating. 100% completely understand. I own businesses myself, and sometimes they just don't. Unexpected outside forces, because of the choices I've made and how things have started coming in, I can't market. I have struggles with putting myself out there because of outside circumstances, so things have maybe stayed smaller than what I had hoped for. Nope, completely, 100% understand. And that's kind of what it's feeling like here for you, where Three of Swords, upright. With the advice that I would give for this is just because outside circumstances are kind of maybe not doing so hot with your business and kind of keeping it smaller or not to the size that we know it could be, sometimes things get shelved for a little bit because you just need to take a break, whether you're healing yourself, putting things together, and the such, so then you can bring things in. Or it's like you got to shelve things in because you need to heal parts of yourself and then you can bring them back, which is not a bad thing to do at all. So what my advice here, I am going to pull just a straight up advice card for you or something to kind of focus on during this time. But like, what is there some advice that we can get? Yeah, I just want you to hold the holding power right now. Hold the holding pattern. Because I want you to maybe shelve this for a little bit because outside external circumstances are going to halt you in progress. But here's the thing. Once this Three of Swords gets turned upside down, we've learned, we've healed, we're able to then kind of pull things back off the shelf and restart if we truly, truly want to. Because again, I'm getting here, slow down. You don't need to do everything all at once. Sometimes we need to have some lessons learned before we can fully make it truly what we want. And I think that's not a bad thing. Sometimes we need to priorities change, and that is okay. I mean, even for myself, priorities change, things change. Where I'm putting my energy into changes because that is what's being required or necessary for me at certain points of time. And I think that's kind of just what's going on with you. And that's not a bad thing at all. It's just how life works sometimes. So again, do I see this as like, oh my goodness, your business is going to be forever ruined? No. But am I seeing that, hey, let's just tone it back a little bit. Let's tone it back, sit in silence, see where things are, and see if you can pivot, go somewhere different, or try something new later on down the line that might be better aligned with the changing landscape of business. So that's what I'm kind of seeing for you, Miss Crystal G. So, yeah. All right, what else do we got here? Yeah, Weedles. We are on to Weedles. Would you be able to have? Yeah, we can definitely look for a card for your daughter. Again, y'all, I am no doctor, so please do not take my advice for medical things. I'm not one of those holistic healers. I'm not a doctor. I did not go to school for that shit. But I can help figure out where we might need to advocate for ourselves to doctors to help us get better answers. Not better answers, but answers that feel a little bit more. So I'm looking here with Weedles with your daughter and her health. What can we get? So, okay. Here's what I'm going to say. This is not a bad card at all. This is like a death and a rebirth. So no freaking out, y'all. No, 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 no. But like, so is there an underlying issue? When I'm looking at the health with your daughter, Weedles, and like underlying issues or the such, what I'm seeing here is that what's going on with your daughter and the things going on, it seems as though there might be a larger thing going on that isn't being looked at right now that is kind of influencing different parts of the body. So are we looking at like an underlying issue? Potentially. And I would be looking at it from like, okay, instead of just, and this is maybe asking your daughter too, and this is how I would actually look at it, because this isn't stuff that everyone knows, and sometimes you have to ask, and sometimes you don't even know what questions to ask. But ask your daughter, I think, questions about how does her body feel, and not in the way of like, oh, this is something that's always been there, or it's like this is a pain or something. I would actually ask your daughter, how does your body feel? And I would actually almost go like start at the top, and it's like a head to toe like body assessment or check in. Like, how does your head feel? Do you have like do you ever seem to like does like your head buzz? What about your eyes? Do your eyes go like, do they have white spots every once in a while? Like, do you feel like headaches? Do you want to ever close them? Or is there like do you want to sleep? Like, how much, if you could sleep, like how much would you actually sleep per day? I would be like, with your toes and your fingers, like almost move them. Like, how far is her range of motion? Like, how actually, like, check that. Like, does that seem like a really large range of motion, or does it seem actually really small? Have her push her boundaries. What hurts? What doesn't hurt? Have her figure out how her body actually feels, and actually compare it to your body and like how you've known how things to look and feel. Because what I'm seeing is there is some sort of underlying issue, but when you're going to a doctor, knowing your body and what it does and doesn't do and how it feels or it doesn't feel really, really helps them understand that something major or maybe a little bit more underlying is going on to look at. But that is also helping someone learn their body, know what is going on, how does it feel, how does it not feel. And I think that's what the big advice that I would give you, Weedles, with you and your daughter, in helping explain that, and even like you learning what the right questions are. And I'm not saying like this to like freak you out or anything, but it's even something us as adults should be learning and knowing about too. Or even with your kids, like, how does your body feel and what is actually going on? So you can, when you do go to a doctor and be like, I'm not sure what's actually going on here, but here's everything that we've categorized. Is there something that more that we should be talking about if all of these things are going on? And having it kind of structured in a list to help you keep organized, but also help keep your doctor organized, because their brains are all over the place too. So it's working with them, and like maybe not exactly how their brains work, but how we can all come together as a collective to understand things. So that's what I would suggest here when it comes to you and your daughter. Just want to make sure I'm going to the end. So, all right. So, looking here. Okay. I'm just moving. Okay, so that was for Weedles. Yeah. Yeah, again, Weedles, I think your baby's gonna be good, really, really good. Just learning the body. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's see. What is next? I'm just trying. Yeah, Cocoa Bean! Yeah, we can get you just a general card. That is for dang sure. Let's see what is going on. You're very welcome, Weedles, and I hope your daughter feels better because honestly, helping her understand her body so you can help your doctors understand what's going on is going to be so mind-blowing, not just for you, but your family around you and for her. So, oh, yeah, Weedles, yep. Yep, but getting this stuff solved now and understanding it is going to be so, oh my goodness, it's going to be really useful. So again, I really, really hope. Again, keep saying it's just a virus. Nah, go through it head to toe, head to toe. If doctors won't do it, sometimes you have to do it. Sadly. So, but yeah, alrighty. So we got. Let's see. Okay, again. All right. Cocoa Bean Chanel. We got what nice price. May you get a card draw? Of course you can, Cocoa Bean. What's going on, Miss Cocoa Bean? Why do I see you arguing with someone? I don't know, Miss Cocoa Bean Chanel. What do we? Well, I don't know. I just pulled the card. Five of Wands. So are we kind of going through? I don't know if you've been having some heated discussions with people, but what I'm getting here is we got some heated discussions that I think are necessary to have. And these heated discussions with other people around you are actually really healing. They're great healing moments and teaching moments. So whether this is with a family member or the such, it seems like we're sitting down, we're having those tough conversations right now. And I want to say, keep having the tough conversations that people might have been wanting to avoid. Because this isn't just healing you, this is also healing others around you because you are addressing things that individuals, people, places, things, whether in family, in work, friendships, relationships, and the such, is building a healthier, stronger bond for the future. And I want you to keep doing that. Please and thank you. Because with that Five of Wands here, it's also like this is a healing. This is moving on. This is putting things to rest for once and for all. So you do not need to argue about them ever the F again because everyone knows where everyone stands. You get to say apologies. You get to ask for apologies. You get to put your opinions out there. And this is like and you get to put your feelings out there as well and have them be heard and respected. And I want that for you. I want that for everyone because sometimes you just need to be like, this is what I've been feeling for a really long time. And I've been really resentful about it. And then you tell that to the person, it's like, oh shit, well, no. And like, there's like, oh, I'm going to change my ways. I didn't know that's how you felt. Not everyone's a mind reader. I'm not a mind reader. Some people might say I am, but I'm not. And I just want you to be like, heal and say what you need to say. Because some people just do not have social awareness. And I want to say, keep doing what you're doing because it's healing not just you, but other people around you to build a healthier, unified, collective unit amongst everyone. So also hold those people accountable. So, alrighty. I'm just drinking some drink. Alrighty. But yeah, I'm hoping everyone's having a good day. People are enjoying. Again, I just wanted to come on here. I haven't done these in a while, and so if you guys are looking also for, hi, Miss Sassy Go Lightly, welcome. I just wanted to do something fun for the chat, for people out there as well, because I haven't done these in a really long time, and I also just love doing them. So, yeah. Also, yeah. Also, here, another quick thing I will say, because you know what, that's what one does, right? And that is, if y'all are looking for personal readings, I just added a new thing on my website as well. So if y'all are looking for rush readings, so like 2-day like lead time, check out the website. Those have just been added on. So if that's something you're interested in, selfishly, yes, I'll say this is a little bit of a push for I would just like to announce that here. I'm not pushing it. There's still the general readings, which are also on there as well. And those are also with their lead time, but I got that too. So, alrighty. Also, Daughter Archive, I did get your email. Sorry I did not respond. I have a couple emails I need to respond to. So, Yes, I did see it and I loved it and I thank you for all the questions. So, alrighty. So, do. So, where am I? I don't freaking know. Oh, that's where we're at Kaylee Star. So, we are on. You're having congratulations on your wedding on May 7th. Congratulations, everyone. Give some wedding bells to Miss Kaylee Star for big congrats on her wedding. So, let's see. Is there anything you should know leading up to your wedding here on May 7th? So let's see what we got going on. So let's see. What do we have coming up? Is there anything we should know about? Like weirdness, fun things, surprises, maybe? But maybe they're the fun ones. Like, let's see. For Miss Kaylee Star, anything that we need to know? Ace of Wands. Okay. So for the Miss Kaylee Star, are you looking to have kids? Are you looking to start your family right away? Because like when it comes to your wedding, it seems like it's like, oh, baby making time. That's one way of looking at the Ace of Wands, which is very phallic in nature. So I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know what your family planning situation looks like, but just looking at the Ace of Wands is the birth of something new. It's like things that are coming up. This is a wonderful energy, all the wildflowers around it as well. It's like a beautiful time, the start of something new. It's in spring. You're building up new people, places, things. It's gonna be a fun time. I don't see anything major like surprising, except maybe baby, if that's something that you want. Or it might be just like the birth of like a new, again, it's like the birth of a new family, your new family unit, people around you and the such. So I'm super excited for you, Miss Kaylee Stott, but that's what I'm seeing here. Nothing super surprising, but like if you're looking to start a family, it sounds like a great time to do so. So all right, so next we're going to be looking here with Denise H. Will I get a summer job that I really want that I interviewed for? Sure, we can take a look at it. So let's go for Ms. Denise H. Will I get that job or essentially internship that, or the summer job that she really, really wants that she's already interviewed for? Let's take a look. Three of Pentacles, it might not be that, so yes, I am seeing that you're going to be like one of like the top 3 candidates. Am I going to say you're absolutely going to get it? But you're going to be a top candidate, and there might be another opportunity, not for that exact job per se, but I would say, you're going to be having something very similar to what you've already, like if you've already interviewed for that position, there might be something similar like somewhere else. But I see you're very like, this is a pretty good indication that you're a top candidate for it. But I also get like there's like 2 other people here who also are really good candidates. So like you've interviewed really well. Or you've interviewed. Would I say like the interview went like perfect? Yes. But there's also a point too of like you interviewed. I don't know if like your interview like knocked it out of the park. It feels like your resume really, really impressed them. Like you came off very clear. You came off very good at what you do. Things that they were looking for and everything. Again though, I'm gonna grab one more card here. Because I'm getting like there's 2 other people. Yeah, strength card. Okay, so yeah, I think there's a pretty good yeah, you're a very strong candidate. I don't want to say yes, you're gonna get it, because again, there's a couple other candidates that there are also really, really strong. Again, if you get it, awesome. If you don't get it, it's not because you weren't qualified. It's because there's like 3 of you that they're like almost like it's like a coin toss of who gets it, because you guys are all so very, really, really good. And I think even like the people who are interviewing or like who interviewed you and they're going to their stuff, it's like they don't even know who they want to take because everyone is so good, but they only have a certain amount of positions. So that's what I'm kind of seeing. But I am seeing you getting a job very similar to the one that you interviewed for. If it's not the job that you interviewed for, it's one that's very similar to what you had. It's kind of what I'm seeing there. Okay. Just want to go all the way down to the bottom, make sure that I got. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, okay, I didn't see anything. So we're going to keep her trugging along. Alrighty. So we have Yikes. It's Mama Mitchell. Hi, Yikes. It's Mama Mitchell. Let's get you a card pull for you. Let's see what we got. You come on down. Excuse me. So let's see what's going on. Yikes. It's Mama Mitchell. Okay. Just a card for you. The Ten of Swords. Okay. This is a very popular card today, y'all. So when I'm looking at Miss Yikes, it's Miss Mama Mitchell. Looking at just this Ten of Swords, which is upright this time, I am feeling a moment of, let me get some clarifiers on this because this is a scary card and we aren't here to scare, we aren't here to fearmonger, we aren't here to do any of that shenanigans. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm kind of figuring. Okay, so Miss Mama Mitchell, I don't know what's kind of going on in your life right now, but we have something that we're needing to let go of because it is no longer serving you, it is no longer healthy for you, and it is a toxic thing, and we need to let it go. We need to let this thing go, and it's probably not going to be the nicest. It's probably not even going to be the happiest. It's probably going to be painful. And I don't mean this in like, oh my gosh, you're going to be like, you're entirely devastated. No. I'm seeing this as like, this is something that's like probably needed to be let go for a while, but we've kind of been dragging our feet on. Not in a bad way, because change is scary. Change is very, very, very scary. But there's something that we need to be letting go of. Do we need a card to say what we need to get let go of? Nah. But something needs to get let go of, whether this is an old habit. And honestly, I've pulled this for like myself too, where it's like, yeah, I've put myself into bad habits, and I'm like, you need to let go of that bad habit, whether this is smoking, whether this is eating like shit, not exercising, devaluing yourself, putting yourself into a victim mindset. I don't know, just some examples from me personally, but because I'm not perfect, and heck, I may come off one way, but hell, I try. We try. Y'all try. I try. We do it, right? So it just seems like we need to let go of like a certain mindset. We need to let go of a certain I'm not even feeling this is a person. Like, this isn't a person that you need to let go of. This is like a mindset. This is like a habit, something that we've used time and time and time again to like have us work through things, and I'm like, it's just not serving you no more. Like, what's it doing? Like, why is it here? It's just been around forever, and it's like, why is it still here? Not because it's like a bad thing, and maybe it's used for comfort, but we're being called to let it go. We're being called to let go of this habit, this mindset of how we are operating in life, because it's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for the people around you, and I think you know this on like an internal deep level, but it's hard because change is hard, and it's something that we've been doing every day forever. I know for me, mine was always my nails. Like, I bit my nails, I pick my nails, I take my nails down to the stubs. Why is that? Because I had an unhealthy anxiety coping mechanism of, I don't know, getting rid of my nails, because that's what I did. And I've had to actively work against, oh my goodness, itchy nose. I've had to actively work against like not picking them, not destroying them, cutting them, and maintaining them so they can grow healthy, long, and lasting. And that's what I'm kind of seeing here for you, Miss Mama Mitchell. Got to get rid of something, but it's not a person or anything. It's like we need to get rid of a mindset. We need to get rid of a habit that I need you to fight against it, because I know you're strong enough to do it, because we're all strong enough to do it with people around us, and be like, hey, I want to do it this way. Hey, can you call me out if I start talking about myself badly? And you know what? Those people around you are going to be more than happy to help you and remind you that you're not alone in the fight to stop these bad habits that you've developed over the years. And now it's like, okay, I don't want them anymore, and now I want people to help me not do those. So you got the help around you as well to do so. So, alrighty. All right. I'm just trying to get in. All right. I'm just gonna scroll to the end. Yee. You're welcome. It's Mama Mitchell. You're very, very, very welcome. So, excuse me for the sneezes. But yeah, again, I'm seeing like everyone here, like even if you aren't asking the question, you're very welcome. It's Mama Mitchell. You're very, very welcome. Like, yeah, no, you need to let go of it. Not worth it no more, ma'am. Trust me. You're going to be happier, and a lot of people are going to be like, see, I think the glow about you once you get rid of it, too. So, yeah. I'm super excited for y'all. So, alrighty. Let's go see who's next. Hi, oh, hell no. Welcome, welcome. So, all right. I'm just gonna I'm kind of keep her chugging along. So we have Daughter Archive, I think, next. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm getting closer to the end, y'all. Yeah, you've been having these weird dreams. Okay, yeah, you've been having these weird dreams. Like, are these predictions or something else? So yeah, let's take a look. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's take a look. What's with all these weird dreams? You want to know, are these like predictions? Are they something else? So we have the Seven of Cups. So these are multiple timelines, is what I would see. So what you've been seeing, Ms. Daughter Archive, are multiple timelines. Okay, I got these too when I was in college, where I actually saw, like, where I would have whack-ass dreams of me in college, but it was a very different college. And it's like I almost was like time jumping or dimension hopping or like timeline jumping to different points in time. And here's the whack thing. I saw similar people or like the same people or different people in like the current timeline that we're in versus the one that I was dreaming about. And so like this seems like these are different timelines that's going on, where it's like it's almost like a different timeline all together of what could have happened with a different world, different people, and the such. I don't know why these happen. I haven't figured that out yet, but that's what I'm like. These dreams, that's what they are. They're different timelines. Not the one that you're on, but they're different timelines and like almost like different dimensions, which is weird. Or like I don't know how to like I call them dimensions. They're not dimensional like beings or anything, but they're like dimensions, like different little pocket dimensions that are like different timelines of like the world and yourself and where you would fit in them. And that's what I'm kind of seeing this as with the Seven of Cups. It's like, oh, this is just multiple different timelines. Boop, done, bloop, 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 bloop. So that's what I'm kind of seeing them as. They're not even predictions. They're just multiple timelines of things that could happen, couldn't happen. It's all dependent. And it's like, I don't think like any of these are like your current timeline. Yeah. Like what you're kind of, like these things that you're seeing, like these aren't your current timeline at all, but they could be similar to what your current timeline is, but they aren't what your timeline is, if that makes any sense. So that's what's going on with the dreams. All right. Oh, goodness. We got mostly wedding cakes here. Okay. Hey, Kaylee Starr, maybe you're going to be getting that new puppy. Actually, I'm starting to scroll down into the chat. If Kaylee's still here, maybe she's going to get a new puppy. Like, new puppy? New family member along the way? Is the husband getting, like, a new puppy coming in? Please and thank you. Hello, hello. I would be down. Okay, now let's get to M. Mickle. M. Mickle. M. Mickle. I don't know why, but I need to get a card to show you, and I need to read something to you, M. Mickle. I don't know why, but I'm like, I need to get this for you, and now I gotta find him. Where are you? I need you. M. Mickle. Here's your card. I don't even need to. This is just your card. I'm like, I couldn't get it out of my head. M. Mickle, here is your card. I'm gonna grab the book for him, and we're gonna read something to you, because I don't know why you need to hear this. You need to hear this. I don't know why. We're just going to grab it. So this guy is Mickle the Knuckle. So he is number 49. And we're going to get you a little bit of information about this dude, mister. His name is Mickle Muckle. Everyday blessings, play mixed blessings. So, here's just a starter reading for him. He is upright for you. So it's called Lighten Up. What is needed here is the benefit of a childlike, trusting heart and childlike wisdom. Seeing directly into the true nature of things, don't complicate matters. What you see is what you get. Don't look for hidden or subtle meanings and motivations because there are none in this case. Go to the heart of the matter, the simple core hidden behind complexities. Don't be so caught up in thinking about the future that you can't see what is happening now. Welcome adventure into your life. Try something you've never done before and take some time to play with Mickle before you turn into a grumpy glump or a worn out wurg. I don't know. I like one, that's just a message I think for a lot of people in this chat right now, but also for M. Mickle. He just wants you to play and have a good time. Don't know why. I just listen when I am called, but I'm just going to put that to the side. And then, M. Mickle, you want to know if I'm moving to another country again. Let's take a look-see. Are you moving to another country again? Was Mr. M. Mickle moving to another country again? So, Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Star reversed. I don't think so. I don't think you're going to be moving to another country right now. If you want to, I think you're going to be more visiting. But with the Seven of Pentacles reverse as well as the Star, I see you kind of staying right where you're at right now. Chilling, staying, finding what you like around you right now. More or less, it's kind of like find the enjoyment around you as well, because like the Star, it's like lay low for a little bit. Lay low for a little bit because you got to build up your network here. It's like, do you want to build a network? Do you want to have roots? Because currently it seems like you don't have a lot of roots in a lot of places. And what M. Mickle is kind of telling you to do here as well is building roots, building community. If you want to go shooting, like finding into the stars, you can, but where's your home base? Where do you feel at home? Where do you feel like you can play, have fun, and the such? Is it always in new places? Or do you want to maybe set some roots down here a little bit somewhere? Because it seems as though we're kind of flying a little bit all over the place. And it's like we're trying to find home. And it's like, well, if we've never tried to find home where we're at, and we're just trying to find a place where we're immediately accepted and not put in the work to be a part of a community, we're going to be struggling to find home. And I think that's kind of the major message here. It's like, you're never going to find home or move to, or like go to another country and be at home if you don't build home. So I want you to build home, have fun, be free. You don't always need to go out different places. And it's just like, make sure that where you're setting your roots down is a place that you like to set those roots down in. And the such. So that's what I have here from Mr. M. Mickle. So, all right. Okay, and Daughter Archive as well. I'm trying to get to everyone like a first question if they haven't had a question yet. I'm trying to do those first before I answer second ones. So, Miss Sassy, go lightly. Alrighty. So Miss M. Alrighty. Wait, this is a community card pull. Yeah, Miss Sassy, go lightly. You wanna? I like to know if I'll finally get to go to Paris and stuff my face full of croissants. Yeah, Miss Sassy, go lightly. We can definitely take a look at that. Alrighty, let's take a look. Are you finally gonna finally be able to go to Paris to stuff your face full of croissants? I mean, are you gonna like go to the one place where like the croissants are like the size of your face, Miss Sassy, go lightly, or not? Because if you're going to the one where you're stuffing the croissant in your face that's like the size of your face, like, can I come too? Because I like croissants as well. Yeah, you're gonna be able to get there. The Magician, you were putting it out into the universe. This has to go lightly. Yeah, I'm seeing that with the Magician upright. You're like, okay, I'm putting this out into the universe. I want to go to Paris and have croissants the size of my face. Yes, you're going to be able to. If you I'm seeing that you're manifesting it. And so with manifestation, there comes work. So you're putting the work. You're taking the opportunities that are coming to you, to whether that's to make the money, to find the jobs that are going to let you have the time off to go do that, and the such. You're getting those opportunities, you're manifesting, you're working towards those dreams, and you are heading very close to getting to, I'm going to Paris to get the croissant. And have fun. So yes, I am seeing that pretty good. You're putting all the pieces together. This is like how manifestation works. It's like, I say I want the thing, now I work to get the thing. As manifestation to me is a goal setting. You have a goals. Okay, here's your 1 year goal, your 2 year goal, your 5 year goal, your 10 year goal, your 30 year goal. What are those? How do you build to those? You're just goal setting. That is what manifestation is. It's goal setting. You put those to pieces, you put those to paper, and now you're like, oh shucks, what did we just do? And then you go back and you look at your goals like, everything kind of came together. That's what manifestation is. It's goal setting. We just gave it a new fancy ass term that's super magical. So that's just me. But I'm goal setting. But with manifestation. So it's like, I'm adding my goals, I'm reaching my goals, but I'm letting the universe help me reach them. That's essentially what it is, in my opinion. So, alrighty. Oh, well, hello. Oh, welcome. It's Lathan. The way Mama Mitchell called me out too. Hey, I think we all have some habits that we all need to let go of, myself included. So if I'm calling y'all out, I'm calling myself out too. Don't worry, I got really called out by my own. And I'm like, I can't be a hypocrite. I need to let shit go that no longer serves me. So, yeah, multiverse shift. Yeah, okay. All right. You're good. Miss Sassy Lightly. Yeah, I know you need a vacation. Me too some days. Yeah, you're welcome. You're very, very welcome, all. I hope everyone's having a good day. Like, I know I'm having a really good time. So, let's see. Hey! I hope everyone is here and ready and helping to have a great rest of your day. So I'm also gifted a bunch of memberships. I can gift like 10 memberships a month. So to anyone who got one or didn't get one, I would just like to remind people, if you didn't get one, remember to put if you go into what I just sent and you go to like the 3 dots in the corner, you can actually make sure that your channel is open to gifted memberships. So if you're in a lot and doing stuff, like, you can get memberships gifted to you, but you need to remember to turn it on. So if y'all want a free membership, maybe next month, because I get 10 each month to send out to people. So if you want, make sure to turn those on. So, alrighty. Let's see. But also, welcome all the new members. Sure. Let's see what else we got. All right. I think I'm actually like all caught up finally. So, for everyone here, because what time is it? I'm on going for about an hour and a half. So I think I got to a lot of different people. So yes, also for all the new members, go check out the members only content. There's a bunch of new stuff. Also, there's really, really cool emojis if you want to leave them. They're really cool. My favorite is the sun's love, because I want to make sure everyone's all loved. Lovey. So enjoy, but welcome everyone. So hi. So what I really want to do next here, and that is, because I have a little bit, we have about 5 minutes, and then I'm probably gonna logger on off, but thank y'all. I'm actually going to do a community for everyone who's here, whoever watches. If you want to take this, if it resonates, if you do, if you don't, that's fine too. But I want to do just a little bit of a community, like, read for everyone here. So if you're here, if you're not, welcome. But I just want to do like a little bit of a general reading for everyone, just for some generalized message. So let's see what we have. Oop. All right. And remember, y'all, I'm a part of this too, whether I want to be or not. So let's take a look here. I'm not. Why are we like this? Why are we like this? I don't like this. But we'll see what we got. All right. And then I need one more. Where the heck did that deck go? All right. Oh, Roach Richie. Yes, 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 yes. We can get you. Is it possible to ask a question? Say, start the farm in North Carolina with my friend. You know what? Do I need any of the cards for that reading? No. Okay, I'm just going to pull that really, really quick for Roach Richie. So, Roach Richie, Two of Wands. You're going to need more planning here. I would do more planning, more research to get what you want. You might need to rethink what that farm looks like, how you're going to structure it. What is that plan? What are the zonings? What permits do you need? What's going on? What do you all need to make it a reality? Because what I'm seeing here, it's like you need to think things through a little bit more, and maybe it's not going to be the area. How much money do you need? If you're really serious about it, really sit down and get the numbers, because it might change your plans. It might not be in North Carolina. It might have to be somewhere else. It might need to be different zones, different plans, different. What are you putting on that farm? What's the feed? What's the need? What's the payback? What do you all need to make that go? Because like, sure, you might be able to buy the farm. Okay, but then what resources do you need to buy to make it functional? And do you have the money to make it functional, or you just have the money to buy the land? So that's what I would be looking at here from Miss Roach Richie. Just think really, really long and hard about it and get more of a detailed plan, because it seems like, oh, it's an idea, but I need you to get more specific with numbers, more planning, and to make sure that, like, are you all in? Or you kind of just have this idealized version of what it could be. So that's what I got there. That's what I got. Let's see. So, I'm just going to get one more card here. Because my birds are mean to me. Wonderful. My birds are always mean to me. But that's because they're me in a bottle. And sometimes me in a bottle is mean. But let's just take a look here. So, a message for the collective right now. So we have the Two of Swords reversed, alongside the Ace of Swords reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, with the Queen of Swords. So, yeah. So, looking at here for the message for the collective. I need us to all look at situations, people, places, things that are coming to light here in the next coming months, days, weeks. And I need us to look at this through the eyes of wisdom and clarity and logic, because not everything is as it seems. If it's going to feel like the world's falling apart, like the universe is coming out to get us, it's going to be like, why us? Why me? Da 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 da. And it's like, it almost seems too like, it's like every bad decision that's coming should happen. And it's like this bad decision to this bad decision. And it's like unearthing things, like what lies below is actually probably a little bit more dangerous than what we think. But I need us to think with logic and not with our emotions, because things are going to be let out. Things are going to be letting go, because old ways of doing things, old how much we're paying for things is not going to stay the same. How much we are receiving in compensation is not going to be the same. There's going to feel like the universe is punishing people for punishing people. It's really going to feel like that. But here's what I would like to say. Once we let go of, like, oh, the universe is punishing us, and we're looking at this in the sense of, what is the universe trying to teach us? That's when our true abundance is going to flow. Abundance can be, we think a lot about it in material sense, but it's like, what do we have near us? What are our emotions? What are our people? It's legitimately going to feel like the universe is punishing us. And I want to say it's not. The universe isn't punishing us. It is trying to teach us something. And I don't know. I have always said this with a couple of my friends. It's like, I'm here during this time for a reason. So you know what? I probably effed up somewhere in my lifetime. I believe in reincarnation. If you don't, that's okay. But it's like, I probably effed up, or I was a part of a community or a society that probably didn't do so hot of things. So you know what? That's why I'm here. And you know what? I'm here. I'm going to take my lumps, because you know what? I didn't do so good things in the past. So you know what? I'm going to try and take my accountability here now, because in the past I probably couldn't. But you know what? Take a look at it from like, what is it here to teach me, not from what is it here to take away from me. Because I also see here of unexpected, or yeah, I always say unexpect the expected, but in this case it's going to be expect the unexpected, because it is reversed this time. And then I also, with the song, with the longing and self-pity, the pining reversed as well, I want us to kind of just take a look at this in the sense of expect the unexpected shit to come in. Like, we are not going to know what's coming in. Expect shocks, surprises, things coming in that you really didn't know. If you've been doing the work, if you've been trying to get your stuff all put together, you're going to do really, really, really good. Like, if you've been putting in the work to heal yourself, let go of things you don't need to have anymore, you are going to do really, really good, because your lessons have already been learned. You've learned those lessons. And so bring wonder into your life, expect really almost, I want to say, historical times coming, because shit's going to get wild. Because also here with the longing, self-pity, pining card reversed, it's like, you can't be woe is me right now, y'all. No more woe is me. We are in it to win it. Not of, oh, pity me because of everything going on. No, it's going to be like, well, shit. We're here. What can we do to build others up? I don't want to see what other people are having. I know what I have. I don't care what others have. And I want to make sure that everyone can come. We're here together in unity and in community. So, anything else that we really need to know here? Because, y'all, this is like depressy spaghetti, and I don't like it. But at the same time, I'm just like, just be cool, calm, and collective. Yeah. Also, obstacles, tension. That's in the next few months. We have Huath, or otherwise known as Hawthorne. Obstacles, tension. It's time to. There's going to be some fight. There's going to be a lot of confusing things going on around us, and I just want everyone to keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open, your listening ears on, and your brain clear and your heart calm. Because someone who's your heart not calm, your emotions all over the place, you're not going to be thinking clearly. And I need you to all think clearly before you swing that sword, because not everyone's going to be a bad guy, but not everyone's going to be a good guy. Use your discernment for things, people, places, and or things going on. Because if we don't, because I know this is not positive, but we have adversity, and we have sacrifice coming as well. We're going to be going through a time where we're not going to have all the creature comforts of life. We're probably going to have to fight a little bit. Keep calm and keep moving on. So yeah, be vigilant. Don't shoot the messengers is another thing I'm hearing. Don't shoot the messengers. Keep calm. Prosper on. Or live long and prosper as, I don't know. Keep calm, prosper on. Because abundance is here. Abundance can come. And I just want us all to not no more cutting heads off unless they're chickens, and even then, some of those run afterwards, and it's a horrifying experience. So, keep calm, prosper on. We're going to be all here together. And you know what? Can we have a card of You know what? I didn't pull from this deck at all, and I pulled it out for a reason. So, hi ghouls, welcome. So, let's try this. And I want to see what is like a positive message for the collective kind of here. What's something positive that we can do, say, or this, like, what's some positivity that we have coming in that we can. Okay. One more card. This is a very big positive message. Okay. So the positive message here. Liars, sneaks, and the such are going to get exposed. We're letting them go, because these 10 of Swans, we're letting all these burdens go. The burdens of these liars, these sneaks, these snake oil salesmen are going down. We don't need to hold on to them anymore. We do not need to support them anymore. We get to fly ourselves, because you know what? If someone's wings, I don't know, are like holding shit, and then you drop them, and then you can use your wings to actually fly instead of hold on to things. You can fly and go away and start new beginnings. We keep seeing this 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords type of energy where it's like, we're done. It's Gucci. It's gone. Goodbye. And we start something new. We get to put new policies into place. We get to put new things into place. We get to speak our minds because that's what we get to do. We do not need to hold on to these snake oil salesmen anymore because here at the bottom of the deck, someone else is trying to be in control of all other people, but here's what we get to be. We get to be the controllers. We get to have control over our life, but we have to speak up, let go of people, places, and or things that we do not need anymore, that do not serve us, whether this is an old way of thinking, societal norms, or the such, because they do not represent what we have. And what we have is going to be truth. It's going to be clarity. It's going to be young energy coming in because these snake oil salesmen's got to go. They got to go because they're trapping us where we're at right now. They just got to go. What happens when we break free from these pressures or these norms that others are saying? Then we aren't trapped anymore. We aren't in the cage. And when we aren't in the cage, well, we can fly. So let's fly. Let's fly. Caw, caw. And head her on out. Because some people, we as the individual and our decisions and our choices have such an impact on higher ups. Just look at Target right now. I don't know if anyone's seen the story of Target, but Target has lost over 40% of sales due to the boycott in America, due to the African American population not shopping there because of they got rid of DEI policies. Damn near 50% of their sales just gone because of their boycotting it. I would like to say, what if the world did that even more? And I know here's the big thing. Well, where do we go otherwise? If we can't go to Target, we don't want to go to Walmart, well, where do we go? A lot of mom and pop shops closed up, right? Well, this is where our community gets to come in. If, say, you're like, oh, I want to start a community garden. Well, let's figure out how to work with a community garden. Is there, oh gosh, what's it called? Gosh, there's a couple like really cool projects, or like organizations of like how to start your own community garden how to start that. Where do we get it? What permits do we need? Come together with the people around you. Start those up, build those communities, build those resources so we don't need to shop at our Targets or our Walmarts of the world. It's possible. It's already being seen. Now we just need to amp it up more. Because how do you hurt people? Through their pocketbooks. So that's what I'm seeing. Buy local if you can. If you can't, see if you can reach out to other people. If you can't go to the local farmers market, see if there are like your neighbors or someone else who might have that time and see if they can pick you stuff up. And if they can, awesome. If they can't, okay, then we just keep finding people. We learn, we engage, we try our best to avoid these things, and we just do it all together. And if we come together and unite as a community rather than obeying corporate overlords, what can they do if their money isn't being spent there? Then they're going to start taking away our community gardens and our community people. Oh, then we know what's actually going on, and that's not going to fly. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing. I hope this was helpful to people. If y'all are interested, I am going live later tonight or later in the day in about 4 hours. We're going to be looking at the Yuba County 5 case and that just mysterious case overall. So if you are interested in that, please feel free to check it on out. I will be live then, but I wanted to do something really special for a bunch of people here today. So thank you again all so very, very much for listening. Welcome to all the new members in to chat. And again, if y'all want to receive memberships, again, remember to just turn on gifted memberships and y'all can be maybe a part of the batch next month in May. So thank you again, and I hope to see y'all next month. Oh no, not next month, tonight. And for me, or later in the day for some of y'all. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. So bye everyone, and go eat those. And if y'all see Miss Sassy go lightly, don't take her croissants. Well, actually take her croissants. But if she's in Paris, don't grab her croissants. She's manifested that shit. So, all right, bye y'all.